So, without further ado, I'm going to try to jump right in and let's do my favorite part of the show. Shout out to my lovely wife.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, it's pretty bad. He said, "Fuck it, I'm not putting my life on the line." I'm telling you, man, it's one of those things where I would have never have thought that it would get this bad. But what's even worse, this ain't the end. Mark my words. I've been saying it for a long time. It's going to get worse. Worse or worst? Worse. You know which one I'm talking about, goddammit. Worse. It's gonna get worse. Because the way that society has made the police the bad guy in every aspect of policing. Whether they following the protocol, whether they not following the protocol, it don't matter. If it fits somebody's political agenda, they with it. They with it. And it don't matter if a police officer goes to jail, if a police officer loses their job for doing their job, they don't give a shit. The whole idea of, hey, let's be fair, let's do the right thing. Nope. They like, nah. This shit gonna get me some likes, gonna give me some views, gonna get me some political standing, gonna get me some popularity. I'm with it. And that's what these politicians have done this to police officers, not just in Chicago, but all over. Have y'all noticed that the mayors and the governors in these states that are predominantly Democrat, how they're struggling? Have y'all noticed that? I'm just saying. Have y'all noticed that it's like struggle nation where these people are at? Look at New York. Look at New York. You got Cuomo damn near about to go to jail. I mean, what else can you say? You look at what's going on in Chicago. You go out to California, they're literally recalling the governor. And that's like the second time that shit has happened in California? All I'm saying is it has to be something wrong with what they're doing because it's not working. Look at Seattle. All of these so-called liberated places, all of these so-called power to the people, we are just for justice and all that. All of these areas are struggling. They tried to leave you to your own devices and give you an autonomous zone. What do? You wind up killing people for shits and giggles. Motherfuckers was just dying in the autonomous zones. Motherfuckers getting raped, getting their ass whooped. It was utter chaos. I'm just saying, it's one of those things where if you think that it ain't gonna get worse, you are a fool. And here's what's gonna happen. If they're bold enough to do this to the police, imagine what they gonna do to y'all. Imagine what they gonna do to y'all. When they decide, oh shit, ain't no police around here, I can do what the fuck I wanna do. Imagine what that's gonna be like. Oh, shout out to my boy Mo. My boy Mo, it's his birthday, y'all. Please wish my man Mo a happy birthday. Happy birthday, brother. And let me go ahead and hit your cash out, my brother. My man Mo, we go all the way back. Let me see if you in here. My man Mo, we go all the way back to high school. And I tell you this, it is not too often that you find people in this day and age that actually support a brother. And what I say that because, hold on, let me see if I can find this dude's name. Why can't I find his name? Let me do this. But you very seldomly, and I don't know why it's like this. Well, I guess just because of the familiarity. But y'all do realize that it's only a handful of people that actually like support me that I like really know. Like niggas I done grew up with, niggas that I done fuck with. I'm talking like 30-year niggas. You know, it's like my 30-year niggas. It's a good handful of them. And then I got my, you know, my everyday ride or dies, my Supreme Cheese, my Easy E's. You know what I'm saying? Them my hey, 3 o'clock in the morning. Hey, nigga, I need you to drive to Texas, hop in the car, bring the pistol, and they on the way, niggas. That's I got them. But I'm just saying, the other people that like know me, they, it's weird like that. So just to all of you people that like start YouTube channels and all that kind of stuff, those of you that think that your family and your friends gonna be your biggest supporters, never that. It ain't never like that. Maybe in the beginning, there you go. All right, let's see. Damn, where is it? I'm trying to find your Cash App, Mo. Oh wait, I know what I gotta do. I gotta put the damn thing in there. Jesus Christ. Now that should do it. Nope. Why in the hell can't I find your Cash App, man? Put it in the chat, nigga. Shit, do something. But it's just one of those things. So it's like I really do appreciate those people that like know me, that came up with me, that actually do like support my channel, actually do, you know, holler at a brother. Oh, I'm spelling your name all the way the fuck wrong. Oh shit. All right, let's see if I find it now. Nope. Why can't I find this shit? It's weird. What am I doing? What are you doing? Oh wait, it's on the goddamn invite. That is not what I want to do. That's why I'm like, wait a minute now. There we go. All right. Yeah, there we go. There go T. All right, there we go. Now it's working right. Yeah. There we go. I got you, broski. I'm sitting here like I'm in the damn searching thing. I'm in the damn searching thing, like where you invite people. My dumb ass. But yeah, there we go. Let me make sure I do this because I will forget. Yep, there we go. My brother, I appreciate you, man. Happy birthday to you, my guy. Yeah, boy. There we go. All right. Now, I want to say this. Yeah, I got it, bro. I got it now. There you go. You got the Cash App. You got the Cash App. I done hit you up, player. All right. I just want to say this before I get into the show. Have y'all seen, it was something else I was watching today. Have y'all seen this show with Academics where he got Tekashi 6ix9ine and Whack 100 on there? And they are like talking like, you know, like just about being gangster and all this kind of shit. It was like almost like 2.5, almost 3 hour show. But I think I'm going to have to break this down because, and it's going to be a long show. It's going to have to be one of them shows I do on like a Saturday or something because I know it's going to be a long, or a Friday. But this show is like crazy to just see how there are so many people, and I really didn't realize this. There are so many people that do not understand like the streets. Like, not saying being in the streets and all, I'm just saying just don't understand the streets. How gang banging goes, how mob life and all that type of shit goes. People don't understand that shit. It's crazy the way that these dudes were literally going back and forth and arguing about shit. Like, dude, shit has been like this in the streets for over 200 years. And y'all niggas sitting here arguing, talking about, no, it ain't like that. Yes, it is like that. No, it ain't. It was insane to me how just like uneducated people are about the streets and about this street life. I don't know what it is about whether you a gangster, a thug, or you a mobster, whatever the case may be, there are certain rules to this shit that you don't get to just rewrite. And that's what this nigga Tekashi 6ix9ine, he thinks he gets to rewrite the fucking rules that have been in place for eons. Like, no, nigga, it don't work like that. On some, that's how I see it. That's how I see it. Like, dude, it is insane. But, oh, my man Easy E that became a supporter of the platform. Hey, bro, you are now on a new level.
I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level.
Yeah, buddy. That's my man. I'm sitting here eating some grapes and shit. I went to the store today and found some grapes that were amazing. Like, I can't let them go. I can't let go. I can't let them go. It's just crazy. But I was really surprised at how these dudes just did not have an understanding of the streets. Now, I say for the most part, Whack 100 pretty much understood how shit go. And he's trying to explain this shit to Tekashi 6ix9ine and to whatchamacallit, to academics. Two niggas that you would consider, like they were saying, civilians, neutrons, niggas that ain't in the game, niggas that are not affiliated, ain't associated, and have not been initiated. And it's like, them niggas are really sitting there trying to like, no, it don't work like that. No, nigga, it do work like that. It's crazy, but I think I'm gonna do that shit on Saturday because that'll give me enough time and I can just do like an early show, even though it's gonna be a long motherfucker, but I'm gonna have to get into it because it's a lot of shit that they was saying and it was so much back and forth. Academics was a really poor moderator in this instance. So it was a lot of shit that was being said that mattered, that couldn't really get out and get understood. But I'm going to have to do that shit this weekend. So be on the lookout for that. But let's go ahead and let's get into tonight's show. And getting back to this law enforcement and Chicago PD, it's near and dear to me, of course, because y'all know I'm from the city. And y'all know my history with Chicago police. My daddy was a Chicago police officer for 30 years. I got uncles that were Chicago police officers. They put in their time. And to see what it was and what it is now, it's literally a goddamn shame. It really is. It is terrible to see the way that our police officers, and not just in Chicago, but just across the country, are being treated. It's just, it's amazing to me at how we just totally have no respect. And I'm making it basic. This is all about respect. You have people's lives that you're dealing with. People are losing their lives. You are fucking around with people's jobs, their pensions, how they feed their families, and y'all taking it for shits and giggles because y'all see some type of political gain. Or y'all see an angle that y'all can work. Y'all can try to act like y'all are fucking activists and all that bullshit. It's insane. One of the worst things that ever happened to black folks, and I'm going to say this shit because it's fucking true, is Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter is one of the worst things to ever happen to fuck the country, fuck politics. It's one of the worst things that ever happened to black folks. Because what it did, it rewarded bad behavior. And you talking to a group of people who we are already number one at rewarding bad behavior. We like everything that's bad for us. Everything. Thug ass gang banging niggas, that's who bitches want to fucking have kids with. Right? Just tell me and stop me when I'm lying. You look at the behavior and how people interact with the police, the protesting, the looting, and all that shit that they orchestrated. And it wasn't all just them, but they were the orchestrators of the shit. It was under their umbrella that they facilitated all this shit. And the fact that black people allowed non-blacks to come from across the fucking country, wherever they could get in to fit in, come to their own hometowns and do the shit that they did, it's not only insulting, but it's a goddamn disgrace. And the fact that Black Lives Matter, they were the ones that facilitated that shit, it's one of the worst things that ever happened to black folks. Just saying. So with that kind of stuff being said and what's going on in our city now, you guys are thinking that because it's not you, that you don't give a fuck. I know a lot of niggas are thinking like this. Like, man, shit, fuck that. That ain't me. Let me tell you something. The shit is coming around the mountain. And it's going to be at your front doorstep before you know it. And most niggas, like in most situations, ain't going to be prepared. Y'all ain't going to be prepared when motherfuckers just start wilding all the way the fuck out. They wilding out now. They getting their Nick Cannon on right now. But I'm talking wilding all the way the fuck out. Because you have police officers that are retiring, that are quitting by the droves. And just because you ain't got CNN telling y'all this shit, don't mean it ain't happening. Don't mean that it ain't happening. Don't y'all think for 1 minute that people, men and women, don't see the writing on the wall that wear the badge. They see like, oh shit, I'm not gonna stay in this. I'd rather go work for a private security firm, or I'll go rather work in another field. I'd rather go do something else. That's why so many police departments are struggling with new recruits. Something else CNN won't tell you. They are retiring by the droves. They are quitting and leaving by the droves. It is not coincidence that you get all these police departments talking about we need to hire. When you hear shit like mandatory overtime, just because, with no event, with no type of, hey, we have a potential threat or something like that happening, just because these police departments in these major cities, mandatory overtime, you know what that means? Your ass gotta keep working. You gotta work a double. Take your ass home, sleep for 8 hours, bring your punk ass back. When you hear things like that, that's not a good thing. That's because your police department is understaffed. And they're trying to just maintain bare minimum so that they can actually function as a department. So I'm just telling y'all think this shit is sweet and y'all think it's a joke, y'all think it's a game, think it's a game till the things come out. I'm telling you better be ready. You better be ready. And my thing is, I don't know what the full, I can't, I'm definitely gonna review it once the actual full video comes out of this, but I just wanted to talk about this part tonight because this is one of those things where when you look at what this department and the way that they treated the mayor, that tells you that this shit is real and this shit is not, it's not getting any better. Because the police officers see who's behind it, who's the reason why things are the way that they are, and they're tired of it. They are literally tired of it. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and we're going to watch this. Let me see what I got going on here. Oh, okay, I got you. Yes, indeed. All right, let's go ahead and let's, I thought I pulled in. I did not pull in my footage. Ain't that some shit? Pulled up in the CA. That's right, I got it downloaded. I just didn't pull it in. Alrighty, let's go ahead and let's do this. And then we're going to turn this on. Boom, bam. All right, let's go ahead and let's watch this and let's see what happens.
Officers stopped the vehicle with 2 men and a woman inside. Police was shot in the...
There we go. What up,
Charges are pending in this weekend's fatal shooting of a young officer killed during a traffic stop. This as her partner, also hit with gunfire, fights for his life. WGN's Glenn Marshall has the latest.
The wounded officer is still listed in critical condition after being shot 3 times Saturday night. His partner, Ella French, lost her life during that traffic stop. Now, 29-year-old Ella French was shot in the face Saturday night after a traffic stop in the West Inglewood neighborhood. It happened near the corner of 63rd and South Bell around 9 p.m. Police have not said what caused the officers to conduct that traffic stop Saturday night. The 2 officers stopped the vehicle with 2 men and a woman inside. Police told us someone opened fire towards the officers, which led to exchange of gunfire. French was hit in the face. Her partner was shot in the back, shoulder, and eye. Both were taken to UFC emergency where the 29-year-old was pronounced dead. French's partner has not been identified, but we are hearing he is intubated but is responsive. One of the suspects was wounded during the shootout. He was taken to Christ Hospital in stable condition. Ella French served as a Chicago police officer since 2018. She was assigned to the department's community safety team working with the gun task force. She's the first line of duty death the department has had in almost 3 years.
The police are not our enemies.
And this was just the most disrespectful. I mean, you talking about somebody who's been throwing the police under the bus since day one. You talking about somebody who's been talking cash shit about the police since day one that she's been in office. I mean, just straight trashing the police. Every chance she get, her whole accountability. We gonna hold the police accountable. We gonna do this. We gonna do it. Doesn't matter. They shouldn't have did this. They shouldn't have did that. I mean, the first person to speak out against the police is the mayor, and that's fucked up when it's your own goddamn mayor. Plain and simple. And the fact that she's now trying to act like she gives a shit. It's like when you know somebody hates you or somebody don't like you, that's one thing. But to have that motherfucker come and like look you in your face and try to act like they do give a shit about you, that's the kind of shit that make you want to fire on the motherfucker. Just saying, that's the kind of shit that make you like, okay, look, we can have our disagreement, we can have our we can not see eye to eye on shit, but motherfucker, you ain't gonna come in my face, in front of me and my family and my friends, and act like we cool and you give a shit when you've done nothing. I mean nothing but trashed my ass from the get-go. It's like the audacity, the nerve that she has to even try to show up and speak like this. It's insane. Even David Brown with his motherfucking puppeteer ass start calling that motherfucker the Black Pinocchio. Cause all he doing is saying, what you want me to do, Geppetto? You want to pull my string? You want me to say this? You want me to say that? Okay, I'll go out and say it. Ha ha! There are no strings on me. I once had strings, but now I'm free. David Brown's talking shit about me. That's all he's doing. No backbone, no fucking balls whatsoever. Whatsoever. And it's like, and this is my thing, what people don't understand is this. Chicago is a different kind of place. It's a different kind of city. And because of the state that it's been in for the past few years, you just can't bring anybody into that city to do these high profile jobs. Mayor, this bitch don't know shit about Chicago. She ain't from the city. She ain't lived in this one. She's a lawyer from somewhere else, and the bitch wasn't even successful as a lawyer. And she came around because she was black. She had a vagina, and she was fucking a muff diver. She got put in place. And she'd do whatever the fuck somebody tell her to do. That's how she got in here. Plain and simple. First thing she did was come in there and pissed off all the aldermen, pissed off all of the fucking police, and it was just a fucking shit show ever since she's been in office. It seems like she's been in office for like 10 years. This bitch is barely a little bit over 2, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So because she checked all 3 of them boxes, they propped her up. And the thing is, I understand if you want some diversity, I understand if you want to switch shit up, but don't put an incompetent motherfucker in the city like this. In this kind of city. Bitch, you want to go run Gary, Indiana? Some little small ass city? Fine. You want to be the mayor of fucking Harvey? Go right ahead, bitch. Chicago? No. This is not the place for your ass. It's just not. And the fact that she's here and she's just been terrible. Terrible. It's because she doesn't know how to serve and take care of people. And being in a position like this, you gotta be there for everybody. No, this shit ain't easy, but everybody should at least know, okay, this motherfucker gives at least a shit about the city. This bitch let the city burn just so that she could help tried to dethrone Donald Trump. How could you let a city that's already struggling, already suffering, already when you got plenty of niggas dying every day and every weekend, how you gonna be at the forefront right along with New York and them talking about, yeah, we gonna allow the peaceful protests and all. You gonna let these motherfuckers tear the city up. They riding, looting, and burning shit down all over the city, and you cool with that shit? Now you see all of these other motherfucking cities, they trying to bounce back, but they ain't got as nearly the type of problems that Chicago has. Chicago is very unique in certain shit. And because of the way crime was in the city, it was just beyond reckless as to what she did and what she allowed. Tying those police officers' hands behind their backs, doing one of the worst times of that city history, it was totally negligent, and in my opinion, the shit is criminal. Criminal. But here's this bitch coming with this bullshit ass sob story.
They're human, just as we are.
Our brothers and sisters in blue put this uniform on each and every day. They go to work risking everything to serve the people of Chicago.
And Superintendent Brown believes the initial gunfire came from the driver of that vehicle. All three suspects are in custody with charges pending. On the south side of Glen.
And here's my other thing. You motherfuckers that be talking about why the police walk up with their hand on their gun. When you talk about why they throwing people out on the ground, why they making everybody get out the car, why they putting people in cuffs, why they got to do all that. It don't take all that just to be on the traffic stop. You think? This is why I say exactly what I say when I talk about traffic stops. You approach every traffic stop, whether it's a fucking rolling stop through a stop sign or whether it's a fucking speeding going 50 miles over the limit. You approach every traffic stop like it's going to be the worst so that you're prepared, because you never know when it is. And because everybody and all of these police officers that's out here, I hope you all take notes. And I hope you all hear me when I say this. You keep on trying to be Mr. Nice Guy, you keep on trying to be officer friendly, you're going to wind up just like Officer Ella French. You're going to keep fucking around, trying to be just like that officer that got killed in fucking New Mexico. Trying to be the nice guy, trying to be cool, trying not to be racial, trying not to, all that shit that you're doing, you're fucking around with your life and you're not going to come home. That's exactly why when you see police officers approaching cars with their guns because the tent is dark, put your fucking hands out the window. Keep them out the window. All of y'all. Any sudden moves, I'ma light this motherfucker up. Why they gotta talk to us like that? Because of Ella French. That's why. They ain't even have to do all that, man. Right. Ella French. That's why. Man, why y'all get us all out on the ground, man? Got us laying on the ground and shit. Fuck. Motherfucker, don't break the law. Don't speed. Have your tags and shit right. Because I guarantee you this, when it all comes down and when it's all said and done, I bet you they got stopped and it was a simple traffic violation. It's probably a ticket that would probably be less than $100. I bet you that's what it is. I bet you that's what it is. It's going to be a fucking ticket that's going to be less than $150 or $100, and a motherfucker would have just got a ticket and kept going. Or they was riding dirty than a motherfucker. But I bet you the reason why they got pulled over is because them tags wasn't right, is because they had a tail light or some shit out, or they fucking rolled through a stop sign. It's always simple like that. That's why I tell you, you never know who you pulling over. You never know. That's why you have to approach it like I'm pulling over motherfucking not Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm pulling over fucking Ted Bundy. You know how Ted Bundy got caught? Traffic violation. You never know who you writing a ticket for. You supposed to be on these motherfuckers just like that. Like, hey man, I don't know who's in this car. All that, you gotta treat us like we all Nope, I know niggas. And I know niggas be on bullshit. Y'all niggas get in y'all mind that y'all don't want to go to jail. Y'all niggas get in y'all, not prison, jail. Y'all niggas get this shit in y'all mind where y'all don't want to go to jail. Y'all gonna be locked up for the weekend. So y'all say, fuck it, I'ma bang out. For that officer to get shot where he got shot at, in the eye, in the fucking neck, in the fucking underarm, that mean a motherfucker was from that back seat or from that car seat and was just shooting up at that motherfucker. Didn't have a chance. For her to get shot in the fucking face, that's intentional. And you tell me, if you approaching a car and you know a motherfucker want to shoot you in the fucking face, how would you approach that car? How should you think that these motherfuckers should approach a car? Motherfucker don't like what's going on. They gonna shoot me in the fucking face? Not drive off. No, I'm gonna shoot your ass in the face. Fuck that. Those are the kind of motherfuckers that you pulling over, so you better adjust yourselves accordingly. Stop playing nice guy. You can't be scared being the police. I keep telling you motherfuckers this. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Fuck that. Put my stop in front of the oversight committee, the overview committee, the fuck you did, we think you did wrong committee, the we go critique what the fuck you did Monday morning quarterback committee. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be here to tell my story. That's exactly how y'all better start approaching this fucking job. Stop playing with these motherfuckers, because I'm telling y'all, they not playing with y'all. They have become more emboldened than ever before. This ain't the first, and they won't be the last. You heard the numbers that they said was that 38 police officers in just this year alone have been shot at in 2021. 8 months into the year, 38 police officers have been shot at. Out of that 38, 11 of them have been hit. You think that shit gonna change? Now, comparing that number, not to last year's number, because that was the old COVID bullshit going on. Let's go one more year back and go to 2019. You know how much that shit increased? Over 500% increase. That ain't no we ain't working so we resorting to crime. That's a we don't give a fuck about you police officers no more, because ain't nobody going to jail for this shit no more. Ain't nobody getting in trouble for this shit no more. My brother Easy was just telling me about a motherfucker that he know got motherfucking was, look, this motherfucker got arrested for shooting at a motherfucker. They caught this motherfucker shooting at a motherfucker, arrested the motherfucker, took him to jail. Guess how much they got out on bond? Just take a guess. Like whatchamacallit? Like Ray Gibson said, just guess. Just guess. Just guess. I got a man who's more than 8 foot tall, 4 foot shoulders, and that ain't all. He's a king size papa. Oh, shout out to Tara. That's what's up. You are on a new level. Thank you so much for joining the platform. Oh,
I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level.
Yeah. $1,500 out on bond at home. 1,500. What up, cuz? That's how much a motherfucker got. I was shooting at somebody. Police arrest me, get the gun, get me, take me to jail. $1,500. I'm at the crib. That lets you know what you're dealing with. It's a thing to where y'all are being left to fend for yourselves. And at the end of the day, y'all police officers better, and I'm talking to police officers all over the goddamn country, y'all better circle y'all wagons and y'all better take care of each other. Fuck that bullshit. Fuck this political shit. Fuck all that. Take your motherfucking, take your case in the court, motherfuckers. Because y'all got an obligation to come home to your families, your wives, your children. Y'all have an obligation to them. Bring y'all punk asses home every night at all costs. Because them motherfuckers that just shot these 2 police officers, they don't give a shit. They was like, fuck it. Just saying. They don't give a motherfuck.
Marshall, WGN News.
Officer Ella French had been on the force since 2018. Her brother tells WGN she grew up on the south side of Chicago and wanted to be an officer since she was a little girl. He says she was raised to make a difference no matter where she went. French tried to make a difference in what would end up being an infamous case of police raiding the wrong home. She showed kindness to a terrified Anjanette Young.
Do you need help searching anything in there or no?
Just wait.
Okay.
So this is body cam footage from when this officer that's dead, she actually was at the call for the naked black lady who the police fucking served the wrong warrant on, and finally and would not get her any clothes, wouldn't cover her up, wouldn't do shit, just left her ass around there with a fucking blanket on. She was naked and all that shit. And them stupid motherfuckers, yes, them stupid motherfuckers didn't validate and didn't verify the fucking warrant, didn't verify the fucking address. Motherfuckers literally half-assed the shit and went on and bust down the wrong motherfucking door. And then after like being in the shit for the first like 3-4 minutes, should have realized that, oh shit, we done hit the wrong house. Nope. They out there, they motherfucking was talking to this lady. This lady's crying hysterically and all that shit for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Yep.
Okay. No, we were on some just traffic stop and we heard someone calling for a tactical team. We're like, yeah, we'll go help them.
She's naked. And she probably needs some clothes.
So
Okay,
you want me to
man.
get her
Thank you, man.
dressed?
Appreciate it.
Wears a pair of sweatpants and a t-shirt.
In body camera video, she says she heard the call for extra officers, as you heard there, and wanted to stop by to see how she could help. The officers were shot in what's turning out to be an extremely violent weekend in the city of Chicago.
Just this weekend, 45 shootings, 73 victims, 10 murders. One weekend. This is exactly what I mean when I'm telling you that this is a different kind of motherfucking city. And your approach as to how you do this shit and fight this crime is totally different.
So from Friday to Sunday night, there were 45 shootings.
I need a New Jack cop to take down some New Jack niggas. That's what you need. Where's Mario Van Peebles and Ice-T at when you fucking need them?
73 shooting victims
Shout
and
out
10
to my
murders.
man,
A security
Robert,
guard at a
McCullough,
nightclub
your boy
at
with
83rd and
$5. I
Halstead
appreciate
was
you, bro.
among the fatal shootings. Investigators say he was shot yesterday morning by a person angry over not being allowed in the club.
Shout out
Four
to
others
Zell
outside the
Burrows.
club were
Hit your boy
wounded.
with
No one is in
$25. I
custody.
appreciate it. That's what's up.
Investigators with the Waukegan Police Department are trying to
Y'all coming
determine
through with
a
that
motive
bread
for a
tonight.
double shooting last
That's what I'm
night.
talking about.
A man and a woman, both in their 20s, were found wounded on the city's north side at about 9:45 near a Chevy Impala.
All right, I think this was the end of that. So let me go ahead and pull up this other video because I want y'all to see this bitch and the motherfucking shit that she says. But I want to watch this part first. Yeah, that's the other video. Yeah, y'all gonna trip when y'all see this shit. But let's go ahead and let's watch this one. This one's not long. This one's short.
As police mourn the loss of a colleague, some now calling on Mayor Lori Lightfoot and other city leaders to make officers feel more supported at a time when tensions across the city are running high.
Yeah, WGN's political reporter Taman Bradley is live at City Hall with that story. Taman.
Lourdes and Ben, there is understandably anger, but there is also finger pointing and more debate about police oversight. As soon as word spread that 2 Chicago police officers had been shot, people lashed out. The fury directed at Mayor Lightfoot and pro-police reform aldermen, those perceived as handcuffing the police. Alderman Matt O'Shea says officer morale is at an all-time low. Police tell him they do not feel supported.
For the past year and a half and longer, law enforcement has been under siege, underappreciated, and felt that communities don't have their back. We got to get this under control. We've got to partner with our law enforcement. We got to support our police.
Appearing on Fox News, the head of the Chicago Fraternal Order of Police, John Catanzara, ratcheted up the rhetoric.
This city is less safe because Ella French is no longer with us because she was murdered by a violent individual that has absolutely been encouraged to do violent things by the people who run this city and state.
Visiting the hospital
Shout
Saturday
out to
night,
Tara, hit your boy up on the PayPal. Hit me up with 20 bucks. Appreciate you.
Cold shoulder. And when the mayor tried to talk to the wounded officer's father, he exploded.
The officer's father gave her a piece of his mind, and the officers up there all turned their back on the mayor, and rightly so. It was the exclamation point to the sentiment that was outside on the street level.
As I said, they've been under siege, and here they are at the hospital, racing there, hoping and praying that their colleague is going to be okay. If in fact that happened, that's where we're at. They feel that nobody cares.
Yesterday, the mayor expressed unwavering support for the men and women of the police department.
The police are not our enemies.
Are not our enemies.
They're human.
They're
just
human.
as we are.
In a statement, the mayor's press secretary said the mayor is focused on healing the wounds and will reject any and all who try to use the moment to drive further divisions in our city. Today, Mayor Lightfoot did not have any public events. Live from City Hall, Tamon Bradley, WGN News.
Right. So basically, anybody that talks about the fuck shit you've been doing and saying this is the reason why shit is like this, you're not feeding into that. I'm not going to acknowledge any of the bullshit. Here's the problem. When you got police officers doing this is when she walked into the area, this is what the police officers did. That says it all. That says it all. When your police officer, and this is the mayor, she walks into the room and they said it was like it was fucking synchronized. They all turned their back on her. And rightfully so. The ultimate disrespect garners the ultimate disrespect. Since you don't have our back, bitch, how about we just show you ours? This ain't this ain't political. This ain't no political agenda being had. This ain't no alderman. This ain't no governor shit. This ain't no mayor-elects. Ain't nobody who's running for mayor in this picture. These are the boys and girls in blue, the ones that bring it and put their lives on the line every fucking night. The ones who actually accept the fact that I may not come home and this could be my last shift. My watch could end tonight, today. Ain't no politics in this right here. No politics in this. You can't put this on the, well, there are certain individuals that are trying to create division. There are naysayers and my detractors that are trying to cause further division in the city with our law enforcement, and it's just not the time. No, bitch. No. This is you and the result of you letting down the entire fucking Chicago Police Department single-handedly, bitch. You and your fucking handlers, you and your fucking team, you and your fucking crew, whoever the fuck else you want to put on your goddamn team, this is your fault. Because at the end of the day, bitch, you the one that's in charge. You've been quarterbacking this shit since day one. Since you got Ronnie Johnson out this motherfucker. Was that his name, Ronnie Johnson? Since you got the other motherfucking top cop out of there who was actually CPD, who came up through the fucking ranks and was a cop's cop, had a passion for the city, had a passion for the officers, and was trying to make the shit better. Cause you so concerned about who he fucking, which ain't got shit to do with you. Eddie Johnson, thank you. I said Ronnie Johnson. Damn, that's my homeboy. That's something about my homeboy. But because of that, you more concerned about the optics of shit. This is what the fuck you get. Here's the results. This is you at the helm of the Chicago Police Department for 2 years. This is you. This you right there. Uh-huh. Yep. You know how it's just like in life. You know how they get that shit in here, don't you? In the ass. That ain't high, that's low. This is low, bitch. This is low. Your turn, ass sniffer. And it's like, I don't know when we as citizens, we as civilians, we as fucking voters, I don't understand, and I don't know when we are going to say enough of the politics shit. Bitch, you fucking with our lives and our safety. You fucking around with how these officers eat, how they take care of their families, and that they get to come home. Firing police officers for doing their job. Firing police officers for following the law. Are you fucking kidding me? It's outrageous. It is outrageous. Let me go ahead and read this shit as to what happened. More than 24 Chicago police officers reportedly turned their backs when greeted by Mayor Lori Lightfoot late Saturday at the hospital, where an officer remains in critical condition. The Chicago police officer, Ella French, 29, was shot and killed during a traffic stop Saturday night, while her partner fights for his life at the University of Chicago Medical Center, best hospital in the city. As Lightfoot visited the hospital about midnight Saturday, about 30 officers turned their backs to her when she approached them on the 7th floor, the Chicago Sun-Times reported Monday morning. Officers of slain Chicago police officers speak out after deadly shooting. God took the wrong kid. And it's just people just tweeting about it, saying, here's your police turning their backs on Lightfoot, speaking at the hospital. Use at your leisure, Sir Alderman. The male officer's father, who is a retired Chicago cop, also gave the mayor an earful when she tried to talk to him. Sources told the Sun-Times she reportedly remained calm and attentive while he blamed her for what happened. So this is, look, let me tell y'all something. This ain't political. This ain't that bullshit that you see. This is straight up God to honest truth. When you got a retired cop giving the man a fucking earful, I'm just saying. That's the officer who is still fighting for his life right now. His father, who's a cop, so he's the cop, he's the son of a cop, and now he's following in his father's footsteps. When you got him giving her a fucking earful at a moment like this, that lets you know she ain't full of shit. The mayor's press office provided a statement to Fox News saying, in a time of tragedy, emotions run high, and that is to be expected. That's all you got to say. How about I'm sorry, bitch? How about I fucked up, bitch? How about that? How about you're right? The mayor spoke to a range of officers that tragic night and sensed the overwhelming sentiment was about concern for their fallen colleagues. That statement read, as the mayor stated yesterday, now is not the time for divisive and toxic rhetoric or reporting. Oh, so you're saying now is not the time for all of the fuck shit that you've been doing to CPD ever since you've been there. You're saying now ain't the time for that because you got a dead officer and you got another one fighting for his life in critical condition. Now ain't the time for y'all to do what I've been doing to y'all for the past 2 years. We can't do that now. Fuck you mean? This is insane. All right, let's go. Dang it. Rhetoric and reporting. This is a time for us to come together as a city. We have a common enemy, and it is the conditions that breed the violence and the manifestations of violence, namely illegal guns. Yeah, you know all these illegal guns are doing all the killing. Fuck the people. Fuck the young niggas that's doing it. Fuck the niggas that's pulling the triggers. It's all these illegal guns just running around on their own, firing at will at people. Even in this type of situation, she tries to find a way to talk about it's the guns that's here that's causing this problem. No, bitch. Guns are everywhere. In case you didn't know, in case nobody ever told you, guns are everywhere. Guns are all up and through Texas. All up and through fucking Mississippi. All up and through motherfucking Florida. All up and through Arizona. You don't see this kind of shit happening every fucking weekend. This ain't about illegal guns just coming in on their own, walking around, shooting people. What are you? I'm an illegal gun. I'm going to shoot somebody this weekend. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, let me run away. It's like, what the fuck you think is going on? You think a motherfucking gun is just a gun just riding in the car on its own? Hey, is that a person? Bang, 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 bang. Nobody pulling the trigger? Innocent gun just illegal gun walking down the street. Person. Bang, 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 bang. That's what's happening? Are y'all really telling me that? Hey man, what are you? I'm an illegal gun. What you got to say about it, motherfucker? Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, that's what I thought. That shit is so asinine. Illegal guns are the reason why all this shit is happening. Bitch, it's illegal guns and it's guns every goddamn where. Cause you motherfuckers are being sissified with crime. That's why this shit is happening. Because a motherfucker who is running around the streets shooting at another motherfucker gets locked the fuck up and gets out for $1,500. That's why motherfuckers are dying. Oh yeah, Star Man, my guns are sexy. Yeah, baby. It's sexy. These sexy motherfuckers. But that's why they try. It's such bullshit. Prosecuting attorney ain't doing shit. That big forehead, ugly looking, wolf face looking bitch ain't prosecuting a motherfucking thing. Any nigga that come through there with some type of violent crime, they trying to work out a deal or just letting the nigga go and we just push the date back and we'll figure it out later. You say what? He shot 2 people. Okay, well go ahead and send him home on house arrest and then we'll just proceed with the case as shit comes up. What? And I'm just telling you what's really happening. People are fucking getting out of jail. People are committing crimes, going to jail, getting back out on bail, and before their case comes up, they've committed another crime. Oh, shout out to Manuel Velez. He became a platform supporter. Manuel, you on a new level, bro.
I'm on a new level. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on a new level. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on a new level. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new.
Yeah. But it's insane that people think that that shit is okay. It's like violent criminal offenses. Why are you letting those people go? And all of this shit about Prisons are fools, so how's the problem to be solved? Here's what happens. When you got full prisons, this is what happens. You bring in and you hire additional judges to see those cases. You hire more prosecuting attorneys. That's what you do. You get a case backlog, and I ain't talking about no little bullshit ass, small ass fucking podunk town. I'm talking about a major fucking city like Chicago. Cook County, you hire more judges, you hire more prosecuting attorneys. That's what the fuck you do. When your courts are overcrowded, you bring in more judges. Happens all the time. You ever heard of there being a judge shortage? No. You bring in these other judges and say, hey man, we need you to come over here. We're going to need you here for, at least the next 60 days. Oversee these motherfucking cases. Man, let's get it. That's what you do. I'm telling you right now, all that is plenty. Trust and believe. Plenty of prisons around here. Plenty of prisons. Put these niggas with these violent ass offenses, these violent crimes, lock them the fuck up. Plain and simple. That's how you fix it. Asked, answered. It ain't no prison shortage. Last time I checked. There is no prison shortage. Lock these motherfuckers up. And if there is, build another fucking prison. Plain and simple. And the more that you get tough on crime, the less crime these niggas will commit. Like I've explained about guns. You want to get guns under control the way these motherfuckers ain't? Start sitting these niggas down for 5 pieces. Stop that bullshit ass 85% of your time, day for day. How the fuck you get a jail sentence and get like 3 different discounts on the days you do? What the fuck kind of shit is that? Yeah, you gonna do this year, or you gonna do this 5 years, but you get this discount, and you get these credits, and you get day for day, and you get good time, you get trustee time, you get because I know your time, you get the time because that one time when you swept up outside, we give you 2 days for that. Y'all giving these niggas all these goddamn discounts, and they done did all this motherfucking hard ass crime. Nigga done shot 5 people and he got 15 years, but he get out in 8 because he's got discounts. The fuck, this nigga got a membership? Right, this nigga got Geico? Normally you would have to do all 15 years, but thanks to having Geico insurance, you just save 15% of the time that you have to do in prison. How's that, huh? Shit's insane.
As police mourn the loss of a colleague, some now calling on Mayor Lori Lightfoot and other city leaders to make officers feel more supported at a time when tensions across the city.
Shout out to
are
Yogi
running high.
Fish.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Taman Bradley is live at City Hall with that story. Taman.
Oh, wait, did we watch this already? Yeah, we did.
Police are not our enemies. They are human, just as we are.
In a statement, the mayor's press secretary said the mayor is focused on healing the wounds and will.
We're here to announce charges against the 2 individuals responsible for the murder of Officer Ella French and the shooting of her partner. This is the first step toward justice as we work to honor our fallen officer and her partner. The 2 offenders are brothers.
Hey, and everybody, damn, I know I had 273 people watching. Hold up. Hey, while y'all all watching, make sure y'all click that like, goddammit. Please, click that like button, click that subscribe button. That's what's up.
Common spelling. He's 21 years old. He's being charged with 1 count of murder in the 1st degree. He's also being charged with 2 counts of attempted murder of a police officer. His His final charge is 1 count of unlawful use of a weapon by a felon.
My cousin said she talking like she in a poetry slam. Bitch, Lori Lightfoot out here doing deaf poetry jam. Bitch, if you don't get your ass off that fucking stage right now.
Eric Morgan, ER, is 19 years old. He's Imante's brother, and he's being charged with unlawful use of a weapon by a felon. He's also being charged with 1 count of aggravated unlawful use of a weapon with a prior conviction, as well as obstruction of justice. The young woman who was in the car with the 2 Morgan brothers has not been charged.
Mm-hmm.
Each gun recovery is a potential deadly force encounter, as I've said many times at this podium. Every Monday after a violent weekend. But we so tragically saw that come to light much more so with the tragic events of Saturday night. So far this year, Chicago police officers, the brave men and women of this fine department, have recovered 7,536 guns. That's a 23% increase over the same period a year ago.
And here's the thing. Let me explain this to y'all. You hear people talk about this whole aspect of the guns we getting off the streets. Let me tell y'all something. These guns that they getting off the streets, you don't know how they're getting them. So this is it. They try to make this seem like they're doing like active policing. But if you getting 7,000 guns off the streets, how many of those are cases? That's your question. That's how you don't let the dope on the table and the guns on the table. Don't let that shit fool you. Don't let that shit fool you. Don't let them make you think that because they got 7,000 guns off the streets, that they got 7,000 people that they done locked up. That ain't how that shit go. Them motherfuckers can find a gun, see a gun. Grandmama can call and turn in a musket. Anything. They count that shit as a gun off the street. It's bullshit. Because I guarantee you that they ain't got 7,000 guns and 7,000 cases. Tell me how many gun cases you motherfuckers got. See, this is the shit they don't want you to be asking. This the shit that if you let these motherfuckers just talk this bullshit, you will think that they really out there, man, they really out there trying to get, they got 7,000 guns off the street this year alone, G. That's 23% increase. Bullshit. You got guns from where? From who, nigga? How? Answer me that before you come telling me. Tell me that you caught motherfucking 15 BDs in a motherfucking trap. And all of them had guns, and now you done got all their ass and locked all their ass up, and you about to put cases on every last one of these bitches. Shoe program, Pelican Bay, 23-1, nigga.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
That's what the fuck you need to be getting up and saying, David Brown. Until then, don't believe the hype. It's bullshit. It's just like when you see these motherfucking busts that come up every once and again. Yes, this the hard work from this drug task force, they were able to seize 14 kilos of cocaine, which has a street value of, how much is 14 keys? I don't know, a couple $1 million, whatever the case may be. I didn't sell that white, so I don't know them numbers. But they'll come and tell you, yes, this drug task force, they were able to seize 14 kilos, and this is a good day for it. And thanks to these officers that are up here, this is good policing. Captain, will you come up and say some word? It's all bullshit. Because for them 14 keys that these niggas found, then that means it's 144 that they didn't. And out of that 14, it was probably 20, and they chopped off 6 for whatever reason and purposes. I'm telling you, when you hear numbers Numbers don't lie. I won't be one to say that. Numbers don't lie. However, look at the source of the numbers and compare them to real life situations. That's what you need to look at. Tell me that, all right, yeah, you got 7,000 guns. Okay, how many of those are active cases being charged on criminals right now? And you know what that motherfucker tell you? Well, I don't have that information. They'll give you the Gen Psaki. We can circle back and do a circle jerk, and I can get you that information. That's what they gonna tell you. Cause out of that 7,000, you'd be lucky if they got 700 of those are actual cases where they caught a nigga with an illegal gun. Getting a gun off the streets ain't shit. If it ain't nobody attached to that motherfucker, come on, man. What kind of guns are they? You know, when you see these gun buybacks, these not gun buybacks, but these gun turn-in shits, or just turn in the gun. Y'all ever seen these? The next time you see one on the news, look at the guns that's on the table. It's a bunch of old-ass shotguns, which niggas don't use. It's a bunch of old-ass motherfucking bolt-action rifles, which niggas don't use. You ain't gonna see no motherfucking Daniel Defense AR-15 in this turn-in shit. You ain't gonna see no motherfucking Draco in this turn-in shit. It's granddaddy's old guns that they turning in. It's that gun from motherfucking World War II that don't work no more that they turning in. On everything I love, I have seen muskets on these motherfucking gun turn-in days. I shit you not. You have more of a chance of getting a classic gun that's worth a lot of money doing one of those, because niggas don't know what the fuck these guns really are, how much these guns cost. Because they think it's old, it don't work, or they got something new. They'll think that you have more of a chance of getting one of those guns and being like, damn, I could take this gun, it's worth motherfucking $3,000 today. It's a classic. It's an antique. It's bullshit. Ain't nowhere I've ever seen, there is no fucking data that shows that these motherfucking gun turn-in things and these guns getting confiscated off the streets, they do not directly correlate to fucking gun violence decreasing. There is no evidence of that. There is no evidence of that. So when they tell you this type of shit, it's bullshit. David Brown is fucking bullshitting. He's blowing smoke up your ass. That's what he's doing. Let's go, ass sniffer.
And just yesterday, I want to make a note of this. After the tragic events of Saturday, Chicago police officers covered an additional 33 guns last night. Let that sink in.
Where's my
because
bullshit?
Every encounter to recover a gun is a potential deadly force encounter. You would think officers will pull back.
There we go.
And not do what they have done day in and day.
They got 33 guns last night. How many of those are cases, sir? See, if they was really telling you what it was and that they really doing some real shit, they would have said, hey, look, we got 33 gun cases last night. We caught 33 people with illegal guns. Right. My man Supreme Chief, he had this motherfucking law-abiding citizen, his shit legal beagle. He got his gun confiscated because the motherfucking city of Chicago, because they so far back and backed up on they shit as far as processing CCWs and renewals, it showed that his shit was actually not valid and he shouldn't have had his gun. Took his gun and had your gun for how long, Preem? Please tell, was it 7 months? It took this nigga like 7-8 months to get his gun back. But they count that as a gun we've gotten off the street. Even though they gave him his shit, he just got his shit back. They had to give him his shit back because he was legal. Like, y'all shouldn't have never took it. But because of the system, because of the red tape, it was like 3 months. Okay. Took 3 months to get his gun, his own goddamn gun back that he had fair and square legal beagle.
Yeah. But you don't know the bravery and courage, commitment and dedication that I know these Chicago police officers exhibit every day to protect the people of Chicago. The gun used in this shooting, in this murder of Ella Fitzgerald, was illegally possessed and was the product of a straw purchase. 29-year-old Jamil Danzy, that's Jamel Danzy, that's Dandy, of Hammond, Indiana, purchased the firearm at a
He said one African brother turned in a dark gun.
Indiana in March. He falsely, Mr. Danzy, he falsely identified himself as the actual buyer on required forms during the purchase, when he was actually the straw purchaser who bought the gun at the request of another individual in Chicago. Danzy knew this individual, Eric Morgan, was not lawfully allowed to purchase a firearm due to a felony criminal conviction. He bought the gun for this individual anyway. The U.S. Attorney's Office today charged Danzy with conspiracy to violate federal firearms laws, including knowingly transferring and giving a firearm to an out-of-state resident and knowingly disposing of a firearm for a convicted felon. He's facing 5 years in the federal system. I'll take just a few questions.
Now that's fair time. 5 years fair time. Oh no, North NC Fayetteville, putting motherfuckers in jail is too the answer. Sitting motherfuckers down is too the reason why. That's the solution. Sit these motherfuckers down. Plain and simple. A timeout will change your outlook on life.
You said knowingly disposing of?
2 charges. The first, knowingly transferring and giving a firearm to an out-of-state resident and knowingly disposing of a firearm to a convicted felon, which means he gave it to a convicted felon, knowing that person wasn't allowed to purchase the firearm legally.
Can you say why they were pulled over in the first place?
Expired plates.
Superintendent, any updates you could provide on the other officers?
There it is. There it is. Riding around with expired plates and you got a motherfucking illegal gun. What else are you to do with niggas like that? What else are you gonna do with niggas like that? Plates expired, illegal guns in the car. Let's ride, niggas. Let's ride. Do you understand the type of people that you're dealing with? They don't give no fucks. So when they do get pulled over, they mind made up. I'm gonna shoot this motherfucker. Fuck it. I'm gonna bust this bitch, Joe. I'm gonna shoot this bitch. You driving around with expired tags and illegal guns. Man, come on. I'm not trying to hear this shit. And that's the majority of the time. Why would you want to be nice to a motherfucker like that? Why would you not? So when you talk about motherfuckers, say, why you got his hand on his gun? You supposed to, why you got to do that? That ain't you called for. Right. And I got a nigga who know they tag expired. I got a nigga riding around who know they got an illegal gun and they like, fuck it. Man, please. Stop playing with these niggas, man. If they want to get down with their ass.
So the officer who was shot and injured, who is still in critical condition, is incrementally improving from Saturday night's tragic events.
Superintendent, was Amante Morgan sitting in the back seat, and was he taken out of the car when the shots were fired, or did he fire them from inside of the car?
Blexit, don't worry about North Carolina, man. He NC Fayetteville. He's just doing that shit. He's just trolling, dude. Don't even worry about it. If we was in it, we could be in this motherfucker all talking about the fact that 1 + 1 = 2. And this the type of nigga that'd be like, yeah, but sometimes you gotta really look at how math was created though. Cause if math was made by the white man, it could be something else. It could be a prop. This nigga, he's the nigga in the barbershop that always say something about what everybody else is saying. He's the opposite. He does that. He's that nigga. You can show this nigga some shit plain and simple, plain as day, facts and everything, and that nigga gonna go off into another tangent and add some other shit. Hey, look, here's what happens. You take yellow, you take blue, and when you mix them together, it makes the color green. This is a scientific fact. If you mix these two colors, it will make this color. That's what happens. Yeah, but the thing is, where did the color come from, though? He's that kind of nigga. So don't even pay him no mind, dude. Just let him go and do the stupid shit he gonna do. He's just being fucking a troll just for the sake of being a troll. You can't reason with this nigga. You can't.
So the offender who was charged with first-degree murder of Ella Fitzgerald struggled with both officers.
French, Ella French.
Yeah, it's called Ella French. And the struggle went from the trunk of the car to near the insides of the car, not necessarily all the way inside.
Right, it's real math. It's racist, though.
Shots rang out from that vantage point, from the passenger.
Yes, just hush. Let's see if you can do it.
Which is where he was originally.
Let's see if you can just hush.
In the front passenger seat.
Superintendent, does this incident give pause to the whole theory of reverse seniority of assigning such young officers to potentially dangerous encounters in these neighborhoods?
So it's quite predictable that we try to find other reasons why this happened, like reverse seniority. There's one reason why this happened. One reason.
Watch this bullshit.
These two offenders killed Ella French and tried to kill the third and second officers there. That's the only person we're pointing the finger at today. One person did this. Not reverse seniority, not any other reason.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say the fucking illegal gun shit. Calvin Dickinson said, if I was that officer, are you approaching a gun with your, or am I approaching that car with your gun drawn? No, my gun ain't gonna be drawn. However, I always, when I had my gun in my holster, cause I had a level 2 holster, I always had that motherfucker out. I had the little top little ring, the little top little safety latch. I always had that pushed down when I was fucking with some people. When I'm talking with a motherfucker, that's one less thing I want. I want to just pull my shit. The other thing is, I would have approached that car because of how many people are in that car. Oh, them motherfuckers, you got to show me your hands. I would have been like, and my thing would have been from the squawk box, from the fucking megaphone. Hey, put your hands outside the windows. Everybody. Unless your ass sitting in the back middle seat, hands outside the window. Them niggas would have been like this. Straight jazz hands, nigga. That's exactly what I would have did. Because you don't know in this situation. So I would have had more of a felony stop just because of the amount of people that's in the car. Because you can't see everybody and everything when you approaching this car. You already got some fucking expired tags. So you riding dirty. I don't know what you got in here. Could be nothing. Could just be some expired tags. I don't know that. So I'm going to approach it like it's the worst. So if you do got a Draco, you got to sit it on your lap. You got to set it on the floor. Or you got to give it to the nigga that's in the middle. And if it's tint on the windows, like I said, I haven't seen the actual car. If it's tint on the windows, then I'm going to have them motherfuckers get out the fucking car. One at a time. If a motherfucker take off or some shit, hey, nigga, you gone. I get it. Only motherfucker I'm gonna probably, even if it's the driver, I still got the car. So I'm not even chasing after your ass. But the point is, I'm going to approach it like it's the worst situation possible. Fuck how these niggas feeling. Fuck how other people might be looking at it. Fuck how people might pull out their phones and record it. I don't give a fuck. Because I'm going to be here to tell the story. And if them niggas do anything that's sideways, I'm going to light they ass up. They getting 16 fever like motherfucking Gucci Man, nigga. That's what's going on in my head. I'm talking 16 fever. That's what's in my head. 16 fever. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm not fucking around. That's my whole philosophy. That's my. You have to take this shit serious because you never know who you pulling over and for what reason. Niggas are stupid. And I'm not just saying niggas as far as black people. I'm just saying niggas are stupid. Whether it's a motherfucking a car full of BDs or a car full of fucking meth heads out in the fucking boondocks. They are stupid motherfuckers. Yes, you will have a nigga driving in a fucking car with a fucking one pot thing of fucking meth cooking in the trunk or on the back seat, knowing they got expired tags, knowing they gonna get pulled over. I shit you not. It happens. These stupid motherfuckers will have all this illegal shit, cooking meth and shit in their car, cooking meth in the van, and be riding around. Like, nigga, why would you ride around? Ride around. If you gonna cook your meth in your trailer park, keep your shit parked, nigga, and cook your meth. No, fuck that. I'm gonna cook my meth and take the scenic route. I got a couple hours to fucking kill. Let me ride around. That shit is, y'all, see, and here's the thing. Y'all don't understand it because y'all ain't on the job, but people who on the job, people who've worked the job, people who have put on that uniform, tell me ain't some of the stupidest motherfuckers out here doing this shit that I'm talking about. Tell me they not. Y'all know it. Nigga got a warrant, driving a car, no fucking insurance, no fucking license, expired tags, cracked windshield. Nigga, you know you going to jail if you get pulled over. I can't let you go. I can't let go. I can't let you go. No, 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 no. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All the time. These motherfuckers ride around thinking, oh, I ain't gonna get locked up. Oh, they ain't gonna catch me this time. I was able to go to the gas station yesterday. This time I'm gonna go to the Piggly Wiggly. I'm gonna make it to Kroger this time. Stupid shit. All the time. Y'all don't see. And here's the thing. Y'all really don't think this shit is like that, but I promise you, I ain't lying to y'all. It's always like that. The motherfucker you think, who's the biggest, baddest criminal you think of, will do the stupidest shit. And it'll be like, damn, you got me. Why would you dude? Why would you be out here and you know you got a warrant? Why would you drive a vehicle with no tags? Nigga, did you think that you would just be able to ride around with no tags? None. I'm talking like nothing. Nigga, you have no bumper on your car. Why would you ride around and you got a warrant? All the time they do the shit. License expired. Don't have a license. License been suspended. License been revoked. All that. Nigga, you ain't even supposed to be driving a car.
That this person killed her and tried to kill other officers. And I won't entertain finger pointing at anyone or anything else.
Man, shut the fuck up.
They need to be fully held accountable for her murder. Any other questions?
Can you say why the young woman who was in the car is not being charged with crime?
We don't have evidence to charge her. If we had evidence, we would certainly charge her.
Some people are saying that because of the danger of driving traffic stops that, or that, for example, expired plates is permissible infraction. You have any reaction to that concept?
I don't know who those some people are, if that's you or somebody actually told you to ask that question. I would just say this, but for the brave conduct of these officers trying to protect the people of Chicago and recovering an illegally possessed gun, what ended up being an illegally bought gun, but for these types of traffic stops, our cities wouldn't be safe.
And here's the thing, just like No Brass says, he caught a guy with over $5,000 worth of crack. When he was stopped speeding in a school zone. I mean, you can't make the shit up. It's not something we not pulling y'all legs with this shit. All the time. The dumbest shit possible. That's what they will do. Like, nigga, as opposed to you got $5,000 worth of crack. Where you going with it? Why would you have $5,000 worth of crack in one vehicle? But let's just say, hey man, shit happens. I get it. Why would you not be driving 10 and 2 doing the speed limit with correct tags and everything on the car? No reason. Niggas just taking a chance, shaking them dice.
That criminals who possess illegal guns are driving violent crime here and everywhere in this country. And officers put themselves in harm's way stopping suspects like this so that we can all sleep safely in our homes at night. These are dangerous people who don't mind killing officers or people in Chicago.
Superintendent, you talked about the stats yesterday about the number of officers being shot or shot at. Like you said, 38 so far this year.
That sounds right.
Another some stats last year. How did the stats from this year and last year measure up to like 2019, 2018 when there was, obviously.
He said doing the most. That's some funny shit Tommy did.
There has not been, this is a record pace of officers being assaulted with guns by suspects. There's not been a year on record with this level, this number of officers shot at or shot. As you know, last year, 79 officers shot at a shot, which was a 500% increase from 2019.
One last question, please.
Just emotionally, mentally, how are the officers at CPD, how are they doing?
I'm gonna say it how they said it to me. They feel alone.
Mm-hmm.
Feel unsupported. They feel like no one appreciates the work they do. They're human.
And here's my thing. You really want to change this shit? You really want to get to active policing? You really want to hold people accountable? If I was David Brown, if I'm the top cop, I'd pull a report every week. I'd have you, because these motherfuckers got plenty of resources. They got plenty of secretaries and assistants and all that shit. I pull a report every week of all of the violent crimes that my officers locked up and what they got out for and if they're out or not. And every week, I'd call it the Kim Fox fucking up report. And I put it on social media. I'd have a press conference every week. And I say, here's what my guys did. We locked up 79 people over the weekend for violent crimes, violent offenders. Out of those 79, a week later, 60 of them are home. My guys are doing their job. Y'all want to go talk? Go talk to Kim Fox. Ask her why these 42 people are back home. You want to know why your city ain't safe? You want to know why people can't fucking walk up and down the city without getting fucking robbed, getting fucking shot, getting fucking stabbed, getting what? Because she's letting these people go. 32 people got locked up over the weekend, violent offenders. 26 of them are out. For whatever reason. I don't give a fuck if they hit post bail or whatever the fuck. I don't care. Let it be where a motherfucker got out on bail because he posted $100,000 bail. That's exactly what I would do. My guys are doing their job. It's the prosecutors that are letting these people back out. So y'all want to hold a motherfucker accountable? Y'all better remember this bitch during election time. That's what y'all better do. See, I don't get voted in or out. I'm the top cop for a goddamn reason. I got my guys back. This bitch is letting people back out on back out on bail. That's why. Out of all of these fucking crimes, for the first 3 months of the year, we had 182 fucking violent offenders. They pleaded out motherfucking 56 of them and didn't give them no time, gave them probation. They making deals with these violent offenders, and y'all the motherfuckers that's fucking suffering for it. That's what the fuck you need to do if you gonna be the fucking top cop and you got your guys back. My guys are getting it done.
So they have a lot of expressions of discouragement. And I would just ask the people of Chicago to support their police officers with kind words of support. In addition to that, I think that the people of Chicago need to, if your personal faith especially, pray not only for the recovery of our officers fighting for his life, but also pray that these officers will be encouraged to continue to risk their lives for each and every one of them.
And I'm going to tell you like this. I know it's some people that's religious. I know it's some people that believe and are believers in Christ and all that good stuff. But that right there, what he just told you, is some stupid shit. That's some bullshit. That's some old half faith that this is going to get. No, that is not how God works. And I'm going to get on my preacher box for just 2 minutes. That ain't how God works. God works like this. Faith without works is dead. That means you do any and everything that you possibly can, and when you have done all that you can, that's when faith gets activated. That's when God steps in and fills the gap. God is giving you the tools. He's giving you the know-how. He's giving you the means. You don't do shit with it and just sit back and, I'm going to just pray on it. I'm going to pray on it that it just work out. Lord, do this for me now. That shit does not work. I'm going to tell you what a lot of preachers and pastors and Christian folks need to be telling y'all. It don't work like that. Faith without works is dead. It's bullshit. Anytime you got your ass in a situation that's fucked up and you talking about, I'm just going to pray it through, I'm going to pray it away, you going to get your ass done in even worse. If you ain't doing no work, ain't shit happening for you. Plain and simple. That's how that shit works. It ain't about, oh, well, if you just pray and stay just unwavering, you got to just have the faith of a mustard seed and you can move a mountain. You got to go move that motherfucking mountain and believe you can do it. You sitting back talking about, I'm just going to pray. They shooting at us every night. They got us out here running for our lives. Our babies are dying by the day. We had 32 people dead on this weekend just alone. And you ain't doing shit. You see the motherfuckers that's doing it and you ain't doing shit about it. Ain't shit gonna happen. That prayer goes right on the prayer flow. That is not how that shit works. And I'm so tired of niggas telling niggas that's what they need to do. Cause I'm gonna wrap it up with this. Let me go ahead and finish this shit up so I can go ahead and wrap this up.
This feeling that they have now, a lot of anger.
Just pray.
Well,
boy, just lock these motherfuckers
a lot
up.
of anger for what has been a consistent beatdown of them, not just on social media, from different parts of our society, just constant criticism, hyper-criticism to a certain extent. When they do something well, no acknowledgement.
That's your fault. You supposed to be the motherfucker that's supposed to be cheerleading and pushing your guys. That's where you step in and as far as leadership is concerned. Who the fuck else, if the top cop ain't saying shit about his own guys, who the fuck else is? Who else is? was the last time this top cop, when was the last time David Brown went and worked a shift with some guys? When was the last time David Brown showed up as a supervisor on a call? That's the shit police officers look at. That's the shit police officers respect. When they see a motherfucking lieutenant or they see a fucking captain or a superintendent out there in the shit with them, that's the shit that they respect. That's the shit that make a motherfucker be like, okay, he with us. He got his sleeves rolled up too. Not just when an officer is dead. Not just when an officer gets shot. When shit go down, when was the last time David Brown showed his ass up? Always showing up to the hospital. Always showing up when a motherfucker dead. Always showing up at that moment. At the worst time, that's when, nah, motherfucker, get your ass out there. Tell a motherfucker like, hey, I ain't coming in this morning because I'm gonna work third. I'm working night shift. See, that's the real shit police officers respect. Tell a motherfucker and say, hey, look, yeah, David Brown, he ain't in today. He out in the streets. He's on a call right now. What? He on a call? Yep. Go in these hot zones and go out there with your guys. Put your vest on, get your AR-15, and go out there. That's the kind of shit that inspires other police officers that say, man, if don't nobody else got our back, we know Superintendent do. We know he do. He'll show up. For real? Man, look, we was on a motherfucking raid the other day. David Brown showed up. What'd he show up for? Just to check and make sure we was good. Straight up? Damn. That's what's up. Officers, my daddy used to do that shit all the time. When he was a sergeant, he'd hear a motherfucking call and sometimes would just pull up. Not that I'm trying to check up on y'all, make sure y'all doing what the fuck y'all doing. Forget that aspect. He just would show up and say, yeah, I'm gonna go on this call and I'm gonna call you right back, son. I gotta go show these guys that I'm out here. I'm supporting them. Oh, okay, daddy. And I understand that. That's why. You sitting there on a domestic or some shit, you got 30 niggas outside fight. It's good to see your motherfucking top cop show up. Your lieutenant show up. Your captain show up. It make you be on your shit, but it's also inspiring to see them motherfuckers in it with you. This motherfucker ain't doing that shit. Cause he's sitting back playing politics. What you want me to do now, Lori? Well, David, I want you to just, smooth it over, make it all go away. Okay. It's bullshit.
Great work for any consistent way. Only the criticism of the mistakes they make, without acknowledging the risk they take. Very few headlines of their hard work. Nothing above the fold in print media. Consistently of their dedication. Hardly a mention of their bravery and courage. We talk about the guns they recover and every one of them being a deadly force encounter, potentially a life saved. Saturday night, that became more than just words. And we knew that all along, that each one of these guns.
All right, that's bullshit. So let me just say this. Let me wrap this up and bring it on home so you can understand what I'm saying. The reason why they're doing this, the reason why they're allowing this, because they are allowing this shit to happen because they want you to be so afraid, they want you to be so scared to go out and to be out that you will give up any and all of your freedoms just to try to feel safe. This is all bullshit. They letting y'all suffer. They letting y'all struggle. They letting y'all be fucking lambs at the slaughter. They're letting the wolves into the fucking hen house on purpose. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds like I'm on some conspiracy shit. No, I want to make it so bad that you will allow me to do any and everything I want just because I'm going to tell you I can make you safer. Look at what we gave up when the planes hit the Twin Towers. Look at what we gave up when them planes hit the Twin Towers. Look at what we gave up when them planes hit the towers. Now, people have said it's a conspiracy. They blew the buildings up themselves, them planes, whatever you want to call it. The end result was fear. And we gave up all kind of shit. We created an entire new branch of fucking law enforcement and gave up so much of our fucking rights. It was insane. Homeland Security. They're doing this shit on purpose. And they're using you as fucking pawns and as fucking straight up lamb meat. You are the sheep being led to the slaughter by the wolves. Because at the end of the day, Lori Lightfoot, she keep motherfucking CPD police officers around her 24/7. Shit'll never happen to her. David Brown keeps a fucking detail around him. Shit'll never happen. These fucking politicians, they have these fucking details around them where their security is already there 24/7. They live in neighborhoods that are virtually no crime. You hear me? They live in neighborhoods that have virtually no crime. Ain't nobody riding around with expired tags in Lori Lightfoot's neighborhood. Ain't nobody riding around with illegal guns in their car in David Brown's neighborhood. This is the shit that they're doing, and they're letting you suffer because they want you to think that if you give up more of your rights, we'll make it better for you. I thought you said you was going to shut the fuck up, North Carolina, Fayetteville. See, you just couldn't hold it. You was doing so good. See? You just can't hold it. Can't stop. Fucking Diddy. Can't stop, won't stop. Take that, take that. Shut the fuck up. This ain't about you tonight. I don't need to use you tonight. Shut your ass up. But they want you to be so afraid that you will give up any and all of your rights. They want you to be so afraid that you'll throw your hands up and say, I'm going to pray while y'all make it better. Tell me what to do. How we going to fix it? Figure it out for us. There's so much that goes on in this country where all you got to do is look at a neighboring state, look at a different area, and see what they're doing, and that'll get you your answer. It'll get you your answer. I'm telling you, people are going to die. People are going to get robbed. People are going to get shot. People are going to get stabbed. People are going to get their ass whooped. People are going to get robbed. People are going to get shot. People are going to get their ass whooped. It's going to happen. People are going to get carjacked. That's inevitable. However, the rate in which that shit happens, as much as it happens to citizens, you can impact that. Your justice system, your law enforcement system, the legislation, you all can impact that shit. And if you sit back talking about you're going to get on your knees and pray, you're a dumbass. And whatever the fuck happens to you, you deserve it. I keep telling y'all, and I've been telling y'all for the longest time, this shutdown shit, all this motherfucking mask shit, all this bullshit that's going on, they are doing this shit because they want to control your ass. And they want to take these fucking guns from you so they can really tell you what the fuck to do. I can legislate and tell you what to do with these motherfucking with these laws and shit for this pandemic shit. When you ain't got no guns, I can just tell you what to do. Cause I feel it. I feel all you motherfuckers need to be in the house by 9 o'clock. Curfew. How they do that to us? How they do it? Well, about 20 years ago, you gave away that right in order for... That's what happened. They are coming up with ways to control you and to make your ass do the shit they want you to do because that's how you get absolute power. Brian, do you know Japan has the lowest crime rate in the world? You don't know that. You know why you don't know that? Why you can't trust that? Because Japan controls what goes in, what goes out. Japan controls what people even see on the internet. Japan controls what you even post on the internet. All this shit that Japan tell you, North Korea tell you, you can't trust that shit for nothing because it's all what their government puts out. There is no freedom, we the people. There is none of that in Japan. They do what the fuck they want to do because they the government and ain't nobody over there gonna do shit. But we'll take that information and think we got some shit like you just did and think that's what it is. That ain't it. You're talking about a fucking country that do what the fuck they want to do. China the same goddamn way. They run them niggas. All of them. All 1 billion of them motherfuckers. They tell them what the fuck to do. If you not the super elite rich, shut the fuck up and do what I tell you to do. And hope I don't come and take some shit from your ass. Shit. The government controls what the fuck they do over in Japan. Where did that nigga get caned at? Where that motherfucker get caned at? Who's the, what was that Japan? Don't y'all motherfuckers, that's why I keep telling people. That was China, not Japan. Motherfucking, the United States of America is the freest fucking country in the fucking world. Telling you that right now. What the fuck we saying over here, and even the shit we saying over, look, the shit we saying over here is getting censored. Y'all really think that Japan got it where you can just do what the fuck you want to do over there? Y'all really think that shit? I've never been to Japan, so I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that. Is there anybody who's been to Japan? Can you just do what the fuck you want to do over in Japan? It was Singapore where the motherfucker came that? Okay. Just saying. I'm just telling you. I've never heard of a motherfucker talking about Japan like, oh man, you can go over to Japan, man, do what the fuck you want to do, man. That shit is sweet over there. Just saying. Maybe I got it wrong. I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping. I can have it wrong. I'm just not going over there and fuck up. I go visit, but I ain't going over there to fuck up. I'm on vacation. Give me some fried rice. Give me some motherfucking sushi. Give me some shit like that. I'm going to eat good, and I'm going to get the fuck on. Yes, sir. No, sir. Konnichiwa, bitches. And I'm out. I don't even know if that's Japan. Just saying. It's other places, man, where you can't do shit unless you at the top of the fucking food chain. You are treated like shit. You don't have no motherfucking ability to do nothing for yourself. Case in point, why you think everybody trying to come over here? We the only ones that got it fucked up. We the joke whispers. All these other motherfuckers from all over the fucking world trying to get over here for what? Freedom. Free market. But let me just get back to my main point. When you put yourself in a situation to where you live in fear, you'll give up everything, and whatever you give up, you deserve to lose it because you're moving and you're making decisions from a place of fear. Just saying. I thought so too, Deluxe. Japan has a very strict moral culture. I just thought so too. I didn't think you can go over there and party and do what the fuck you want to do. Just like in fucking what's the other place? Dubai. Same thing. Just saying. But like I said, I ain't been over there. I'm just going by what I've heard, shit I've seen. So I'm just using I ain't got to do no research on it. So I ain't going to fight to argue the point. But I'm just telling you from what I've seen, which is very little. But it is what it is. All I'm saying is don't be so quick to give up and to not fight. You have to look at what's going on around you, not just what's right in front of you, and see how everybody else is moving. Shout out to my man Bolo, hit your boy with $10. Thank you, bro. And see how these other countries, these other states and stuff are moving, and take the good and the bad from them. That's all I got to say. I want to thank everybody for joining the show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please click that like button. If you're watching on the replay, please feel free to leave your comments in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really got to take a piss, so I'm going to get my black ass up off of here. Thank you to everybody that donated. Let me see if I can just shout out you people real quick. I know there's only a couple. Illa Dre, thank you so much, bro. My man Omerta, appreciate you. And shout out to Brandy. She hit me up too. Let me see, hit me up with $20. Appreciate it. I really got to pee. $2 from my man Omerta. Thank you so much. And Bolo hit your boy with $10. And Illa Dre hit your boy with $4. Thank you so much, man. Y'all have a good night. Appreciate you. Peace. And I'm out.
What's going on, everybody out there in the internet world? It's me, Brian Redmond, also known as the Relationship Rehab. And I need you to do two things. What are those two things? Subscribing to both my channels. I need you to go to the Relationship Rehab, subscribe to that channel, and then I need you to go to United Guns of America and go to that channel. Now you may be asking, why would I do that, Brian? Because it's two of the hottest channels on the internet. Come over there, give me your thoughts, give me your opinions, have conversations, because that's what it's all about. We talk about some of everything: politics, relationships, guns, law enforcement, community stuff. Anything that's happening, I'm willing to have a conversation about it. So come on over. You don't got nothing else to lose, and you ain't got nothing else to do. So come to my channel, subscribe ASAP, and join in on the fun. Twice the entertainment, 2 channels, twice the fun. Come on and have a funky good time with your boy. Peace, and I'm out.